Like, hold up, let me make sure my volume right. I know I said I wasn't gonna say anything about it right now because I'm waiting so I could go ahead and get into the total wisdom of Jesus, Sirach, the son, the wisdom of Jesus, the son of Sirach, the wisdom of Jesus. But I have to say something because right after I did that first live, walking away from the signs that were being put up by the Thomas County Police Department, which I know the Sheriff Department of Thomas County and the Police Department, they all work together. You know, they say they're separate jurisdictions, but they work together. Huh? And it's a family thing. This town is a family town. Huh? And some of the ancestral lines run all the way back to the 1600s with that big oak tree out there. And them same stones, masonry stones, and that same young lady that been following me around that ended up being there the same night that my spiritual son was arrested for trying to get his plate of food. He wasn't violent. He wasn't belligerent. He wasn't out of character, you know, to warrant the officer to even attempt to arrest him because all he was trying to do is get his plate. But when I tell you, when I got off the live with y'all, I decided to go into the courthouse again, the same courthouse where all this event took place a few nights ago, and to use the bathroom. I said I wasn't gonna mess with the Indian man and his bathroom, his facility. I'm gonna go straight into the courthouse to use their restroom because it is for the public. So soon as I go in and I ask if I could put my bag, here go the sheriffs or the beings or security or whatever they positions are, deputies or whatever they positions are, ask me, did I leave my plate out there? Because they still got the plate in the refrigerator or they was holding it for me for when they see me. I passed by here yesterday. They ain't offered me that plate. I promise you now, 3 of the individuals, I see them, I know who they are, but this other man, I didn't know who he was. That was my first time seeing him, but he was the one that sparked up the conversation and had a smirk on his face the whole time. He said, yeah, is that your plate? You left your plate out there? And I said, no, I didn't leave my plate out there. I said, that same plate you talking about is for the gentleman who was going to get his plate that got arrested. And he didn't do anything. When he came from, I start talking about the subject. And he said, well, he had to do something to get arrested. Let me tell you, Captain, I hope you hearing it or whoever you are that you made that statement to me, because those other gentlemen know who I am. And he talking about, yeah, because they don't let people sit around here like that. I've been sitting over there for 30 days and I got cameras right here, Thomas County cameras right there, 30 days and 30 nights. I've been sitting out there. You might be 40 to be exact. If you want to get real with it, it might have been almost 40 days. 40 days I've been sitting out there. People, the sheriff's been passing me by, waving their hand. Police been waving their hand, checking and making sure I'm okay over there. 30 days and 30 nights, 40 days and 40 nights, maybe if I go ahead and count. They would have to roll the cameras back to see. But all of a sudden, when the Jesus sounds start getting louder and more people from who don't want to be in over there in the parks with the fentanyl and stuff start gathering where I was, then it became a problem. That's what happened. They saw too many people over there. And that night, it was one girl something happened. And I feel like it was planned between 2 individuals. But the plan was to just make sure, disperse whatever it is that they feel like the movement that is coming through me. They say, nah, we're not finna let this go down in our beautiful downtown area, We need to get them to the woods. We need to get them to the dope scenes and the crime scenes. We don't need them sitting up here. So when that officer said that, like I said, there's a camera right there. There's a camera on that street. There's cameras all over. And the night that that young man was arrested, all the sheriffs should have had their cameras on. So there's cameras to witness that for 30 days, almost, or a little bit more than 30 days, I've been sitting over there and ain't nobody bothered me. But as soon as the people who want help and don't want to be in the drug and don't want to be tricking and all that kind of stuff, a whole prostitute sat there with us that night. We shared her plate of food. I called my same spiritual son. His plate was brought to us. And I asked him, I called him, I said, look, I had already eaten my food. She just walked up here. And your plate here, can I split half of your plate with this girl? She don't want to roam the streets tonight. And the other young girl who was there, who saw him get tasered, she gave her the blanket that I gave her. I gave the same blanket I had ever since I was a truck driver. My blue sleeping bag blanket that I bought when I first became a truck driver. I gave it to the girl with who had the Mason hat that been hanging around us, and she used that to give to the girl who always prostituting. And we sang, and I was reading the Bible. They called me, they tried to say that I was lying. See, it wasn't about not being able to sit up there. It's because there's a movement trying to come out of the woods, out from the drug scene, out from that recycle. Look, they can't have grants and funds if all the homeless is saved. Just like they can't have police department if everybody stopped doing crime. The police won't be able to get funded if everybody is at peace. They won't have a drug force if there's no drugs in the community. And they won't be able to get funds, the millions of dollars they get for funds for homeless, if the homeless are saved. They don't want a movement like that. They need people in the woods. But that dude did not deserve to go to jail. And it was about that same plate that they smirked at me about. Talking about it was my plate. It was his plate. So obviously, that plate is still in the refrigerator there at the courthouse. That's what I came over here to talk about. And I may walk down to the feed, but I just read the laws. I don't want to start no unpeaceful protests. Everything that I'm doing, I'm coming in peace. Because Jesus said, peace be still, right? I'm going to come in peace. They need to try again. They trying too hard. They trying too hard. Huh? But I'm still going to go with my foot forward, whatever God got for me, because my steps are ordered. Just like I keep saying, I don't have to be out here like this. God got me out here like this for a reason. Charles was greater light to you. Yay there, Charles. King Charles, Chief Engine Duchesnois, greater light to you. Greater light. I might very well walk down to that feed just to see what it is they think they doing. But again, my steps are ordered. My steps are ordered. So since it was a smirk and a joke and everything to that being there, huh? God got more power than that little mind game that they trying to play right there. Huh? And because Jesus came not to destroy the law and the prophets, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I do everything according to the law as I make these moves in this movement. Because everybody finna come out of the woods. Huh? Everybody finna come out the woods. Greater light. Oh, it's the trees. I'm talking about the trees. Now I'm not going to talk about it no more today. And I'll do 2 different lives on a different subject. Now, if I don't hear from my spiritual son by sunset, now it may be a different, my whole attitude may change tomorrow. But again, I was in contact with one of the men that helped the homeless. He he knows the captain over there at the sheriff's office, so he's waiting for me to get some information about him and to make sure that he's okay. I just want to know that he's okay, because just like some of these situations that's been happening, I keep my mind keep reflecting on Sandra Bland, and that was so long ago, but my mind keep going there. That maybe her family was calling and they were saying she okay, and at the whole time she wasn't okay. I just want to know that he's all right. I want to know somebody heard his voice. I'd rather hear it for myself, because he said that I'm his spiritual mom. He did that on 9/11. He did that. So I want to know he's okay. And all the other people that they saying they've been trying and checking, hopefully, you know, they really are. But for electricity to go through a body of somebody who already has psychogenic seizures, I don't know what type of effect that had. And the girl who watched it, again, because the officer was being so aggressive with me, he didn't even want me on the sidewalk on the street, which is public property, right next where I could see what was going on. But he didn't rush her. He didn't rush the one who wear the Mason hat. He didn't rush her. She was able to sit there and talk and communicate with all the officers and stuff. They didn't rush her. Huh? I want to say it ain't had nothing to do with skin color. I want to say it had to do with some ancestral line thing with that Mason hat she got, huh? But at the end of it all, she said when they tasered him, his eyes didn't look right to her. So I don't know. And I said, like I said yesterday, anybody who's here with me, if you believe in the power of prayer, or you believe in meditation, or you believe in sending high frequency vibes and all that, please send it this way, huh? Send it this way, that I know that this young man is all right and he is safe, huh? Greater light. I'll be back later. I appreciate you.